This is a HeadGum podcast.
We're here to help.
And action. Jake, we started.
Wait, I thought we were doing a commercial.
Oh.
We're going to do the intro for Emily Hampshire episode.
Gotcha.
Take two. Action. Hi.
We got a great episode today, everybody. Thank you guys for joining.
Right out of the gate.
Having my morning
Crushing
coffee.
the intro, pounding coffee.
We've got a special
Yes.
guest. Emily Hampshire comes
Yes.
onto the show. She's in my movie Self-Reliance. Final plug, probably. I think this is our final person. We're saving the best for last with Emily. She comes on. She crushes it. Something that Emily did in my movie that I really loved is we had a rehearsal in the house, and I said, guys, I'm not Billy Shakespeare, so if you guys have jokes or alts, let's try them on set, and if you want to write some stuff up, do it. This woman came to set and started emailing pages of jokes.
Now you like that.
I love it.
Yeah, that's good. I can tell you like
Why
that.
not? Best idea wins, right, Garth?
Yeah, always.
What do you think of that?
I like that. I always find it so weird when, when you shoot something, like, it's like you have the script.
Yes.
And then you going cold, to me,
Yes.
is always so strange.
Right.
Options, as you definitely know,
Yes.
in editing are like the most important thing.
I also, look, if you're a certain type of talent from the top and you have a clear vision, great.
Yeah.
But if you're getting comedic actors, I think the beauty of funny people
Make it their own.
is
Give them. Yeah.
let's see what you do.
Yep.
With that in mind, what's going on with this outfit today, my guy? You look like a JC Penney mannequin.
Thank God you stumbled over it, because otherwise it was a killer line. It was
Yes,
a killer
it
line.
was.
And that's,
Well, I was thinking it's more Ross dress for
I
less.
look like J.C. Schilling.
What is going on?
Well, what do you mean? It's a good look.
You tell us. It's not a bad look. It's not a you look.
The show definitely, Kevin, you were saying this needs a fashion icon.
Oh, I know what happened.
So we need a fashion
Can I
icon.
talk to the audience without you interrupting? Because I just figured it out.
By the way, can I just say, I already hate what's happening.
Because I just figured it out.
I don't like the theory, and it's wrong.
Which camera should I go to, Kev?
None of them are going.
So if you notice what Gareth is dressing like, and if you take a second, Google his work from the Dollop earlier episodes, how he dresses in real life, right? So you get a sense.
I know exactly where you're going.
Where?
Go.
We just started hitting on YouTube a little bit.
I knew you were going here.
We did. We just started getting
So what,
some
you think I got these?
I think you are wearing a choker chain on the outside, a Henley
A
tee
choker chain?
that's tight, and the weirdest vest I've ever seen in you.
For those of you who like Back to the Future, it's pretty much
Did
what...
you literally buy that this morning on the way here? Did you go to
I've
an
had this.
outlet mall?
I swear to God, I've had this outfit for over 5 days. Okay? If you want to come see my weird outfit and my fashion change, go see me on the road, GarethReynolds.com. From February to March and April, I'll be in Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, Denver, Wichita, Des Moines, Iowa, Kansas City, Springfield, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Dallas, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, Lafayette, New Orleans, Madison, West Bend, Chicago, Cleveland.
Name one city on one of the earlier ones, because this is airing next week, that you promised to wear that same outfit.
Oh, you'll see this.
In what city do you promise to wear it in?
Why don't I'll start. I'll go Vegas.
Okay, so anyone who goes to the Vegas show, please take a photo.
Also
of Gareth.
Springfield. If we're trying to spike the numbers, Springfield.
Okay. So Springfield, what state?
Springfield, Missouri.
So if you're in Springfield, Missouri, take a selfie with him and send it to our email, and we will post them.
Yes.
Guys, without further
ado. Hi, welcome to the podcast. We're here to help. It's America's #1 podcast. The ratings have come out, and it's unreal.
Cut it out. It's doing pretty great.
Oh, boy.
You're on with Jake Johnson. By the way, I feel like I've been saying Johnson weird lately.
If you start mispronouncing your own name, this will go to a great new level.
It's because I said Gareth
You
once.
just, again, to be clear, did look at the poster very quickly
We're
for
here
my
with
name.
Gareth Reynolds.
20 years, probably we've known each other. And again, you did just now reference the poster for how to say my name.
And we have a very special guest, somebody I'm a big fan of who's also in the movie Self-Reliance, Miss Emily Hampshire.
Yeah.
People usually ask me how to pronounce my last name, and I have to go like, "Hi, I'm Emily Hampshire." Emily Hampshire. Like, you don't think of pronouncing your own.
People get
You did it
Hampshire
right.
wrong?
Yeah, they Hampshire.
Very
I mean, I don't
British.
Gareth, would you please quickly introduce Emily, and then we'll get to the caller.
The lovely actress, Emily Hampshire.
Ah, that's good.
So can we get your name, please?
One fake tooth. Emily Hampshire.
Hi, my name is Chris. I'm 35 from New Hampshire.
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 So what's going on?
I need to start this by saying that I'm a bigger guy, big and tall. So I wear plus-size clothing, right? And
Okay.
I started this job at this small company. There's less than 10 of us. There's only one other guy there who's about the same size as me. And I realized that we have a very similar wardrobe in that sense that we have a look. In that sense, I mean, we have shirts that are the exact same size and color.
And shirt, right. Because there's not many of those shirts at the big and tall shop near you. Is that correct?
There's only
I
one
understand.
there's only one store in this area that services big and tall people like myself. And they have
And you and him are going there.
And you and this fucking guy are buying the same shirts, and there's only 10 of you,
And
and
it's
you're both
10
big
people in
guys, and it's awful.
And you're big. So,
I
Okay,
think
Chris,
it's amazing.
It's amazing, but awful. It's amazing, but I'm 100% with you, Chris. I'm not going down a tangent because I know he'll just start talking over it, but Gareth has started dressing like me at certain ones of these, and it is tricky, Chris. It is tricky. Gareth, please don't say anything. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to allow that. I would just say that for anyone who wants to check the facts, see how many times Jake has worn the exact same. Jake has a work outfit. Jake has a podcast outfit.
Please, Chris, go ahead.
He has one shirt.
I'm sorry,
It's
Emily.
completely true. Emily, I'm
No.
sorry too, but this is
I'm
very
on
true.
Jake's side, though. That's
I know, you
professional.
have to
That's
be.
like Steve Jobs. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, Jake gets compared to Steve Jobs all the time.
So continue. All right, so Chris, 10 people at the company.
Yeah.
You and another big guy there. Can we give him a fake name?
Yeah.
How about Joe?
How about Tiny?
You can
Tiny Joe.
Call him Joe. That's fine.
Okay, so you and Joe wear the same clothes that you buy from the same place. You're back in charge. Go ahead, Chris. What else?
All right. So on top of us not only sitting one cubicle wall away from each other where everyone has to pass, last week we actually did wind up wearing the same shirt on the same day.
Oh wow!
Okay.
Finally.
Yes.
And it was not one that kind of stood out. It was a lavender gingham print.
Gingham print is hilarious. I don't know what it is. I appreciate it.
Okay.
So this was kind of a breaking point, obviously, because now it's not that maybe like an astute coworker could figure it
It's
out. You guys
obvious.
are boldly like, we're cousins at Christmas.
Yeah. And so then keep going, Chris. Where how do we end this, and what's the specific question? Because I think we're with you.
Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I don't really want to try and broach Joe with this problem because I'm sure he's probably thinking about it as well. I'm just trying to think
Agreed.
what's the solution to try and avoid becoming twinsies at work again?
I think this makes a lot of sense. Emily, what's the first thing that's popping in your head?
Well, when you guys both wore the lavender gingham on the same day, he didn't say anything? Like,
No,
you guys haven't discussed it?
No, in fact, we actually tried to avoid each other,
that's
which is kind of
crazy.
hard because
No,
we
I
said,
get it.
Well, that's weird. I think you have to go head on with this.
But hold
I
on,
agree.
but that's not what our friend Chris is asking for. He doesn't want to
Okay.
bring this up to Joe.
So
He said, "How do I do this without bringing it up to Joe?"
What was the non-verbal eye contact? At some point, you two must have been like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'll tell you exactly.
Yeah,
it went
it
like
was
this at the
awkward.
beginning.
I mean, the cubicles next to
It
each
was,
other.
Yeah, it's awful. So what happened, Chris?
Yeah. So, I was supposed to actually work with him on a project that day, and I walked to the back of his cubicle. I saw him from behind, and I saw the shirt, and I'm like, I'm not going to tackle this project today. I'm going to wait till
So,
tomorrow.
I mean, this is...
I just want to say, Chris, for real, some of these calls I have to stretch to be on the team of the caller. I don't have to stretch on this one.
Yeah, well,
I
you have
get
one
it.
shirt. Yeah.
I get it. I was on a show called New Girl, and when we were auditioning, Max and I wore similar shirts, and he called Max Greenfield. He called me afterwards and said, "Hey, idiot, we need to coordinate because we can't show up looking alike because one of us won't get a job." And I went like, "You're right." And I literally said, "I got one nice sweater I wear to all these, my man. It's on you." And he was like, "Ugh, you're the worst. Fine. No black sweatshirts." Because there is something about dressing alike as you get older at work. It's weird.
Oh, it's weird.
And you
I
look
think
goofy.
also what you don't want, aside from the weird like tension that is nonverbal between you and you don't want other people at work to
Agreed.
be like, "Hey, the two big boys."
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they
yeah.
look like a
Yeah.
wrestling duo.
But what's weirder is not talking about it.
No, you're right. But like Jake said, I'm with you. But if Chris doesn't want to, we got to kind of figure a
So let's take
workaround,
a moment
I guess.
before we start pitching. And Chris, will you walk Emily and Gareth through why you don't want to talk about this with Joe?
I mean, there's a couple of reasons. Like one, and like I said, I'm an engineer, so we're pretty awkward to begin with when it comes to social conversation. And the other thing too is I'm the new guy. He's been there for years before me. Maybe I'm the jerk in his eyes.
You have to be. It's like introducing us like another animal into the cage. You're just, you know what I mean? It's like, of course you're going to be like, well, now everything's different. I had this whole area on lock. I was big guy at work, and now, all right, here we go.
Speaking of introducing another animal into the cage, and I don't know if this connects, but maybe it does. But in Japan right now, there is a gorilla that's bringing in a lot of women because it's considered the most handsome gorilla. So
This
is
a wild thing I'm hearing.
So a lot of women in Japan are going to the zoo to look at this hunk gorilla, and the staff have had to tell the women, stop yelling at him.
Okay. I'm going to trace this back to the animal filters on Snapchat. It's just made us too comfortable with hot animals. That's where we grease the wheels.
So
Sorry, Emily, it's like, what's wrong with these two men?
So we're in a spot, Chris, where just to recap to see what we can do, because the pitching on this one might be tricky, because there is an obvious path. And the obvious path is you somehow go to the guy in a nice way, in a almost like a fun letter way.
Or threatening if you wanted. I could see it going both ways.
But saying, we're in a situation where we're wearing the same clothes that we both get from blank store. I have a pitch.
Okay. Let me ask one more question.
Okay.
What about the bottoms, the trousers? Are we rocking similar styles of those, or do we feel secure that those are different enough, Chris?
Oh, I mean, we both wear jeans, but I don't really care about
I
that.
agree.
Jeans
It's a
always
matching
the same.
top that's shameful.
Yeah, or cool sometimes if it's your buddy you're doing a podcast with. Go ahead.
So one thing I would recommend doing, Chris, here's my pitch. I would go to the shop, I would talk to the manager, and I would ask if they have any prints that were screwed up. What I mean by that is sometimes they have in the back.
I'm looking for problem clothes.
Well, hear me out. Hear me out.
What won't you put out on the floor? Can I get a look at those?
Hear me out.
Can I go where only the employees are allowed?
Hear me out. Hear me out. A lot of these shops, I used to work in retail. They would have like a button is a little off. So a defect. So they discontinued.
I'm looking for big and tall defects.
So you are though. Because what you're looking for is, you can tell the guy there, you can go, here's the situation. I work with another big guy. We both come here. We wear the same clothes. What can you sell me that you have one of? And so you are now creating a dynamic with the shop that they can email and you can go like, we got something from headquarters. A very wild Hawaiian shirt with a weird stain on the side, and you go, I'm your guy.
Okay, but I like the pitch. I hate the example.
Okay,
because
I agree.
now you're basically saying he's going to wear like post luau ensembles, which I don't think is.
But let's not go down the wrong road on this because
hey, Chris, I like that weird shirt with pineapples on it. Hey, is that barbecue sauce down the side?
But there is something about a defect. Emily, am I wrong on that?
I think it might make it harder for him to go to work with the kind of similar pattern shirt because they do the one-offs, but the defect is it buttons wrong and fits wrong, so you're just gonna look wrong.
Worse, yeah, okay.
Worse. Well, I'm curious though, what are the other reasons? Because it sounded like you were gonna say further reasons why you won't talk to him about it. Is there anything beyond you guys are engineers and so you're weird?
It's a good question.
Other than me being the new guy, it's just, I don't know. I feel like, if I pointed out, there's the concern that maybe he didn't notice. And then
Chris, he knows.
He knows. I also think it is strange if you're new. Like, if he did it to you, that would make more sense than you being like, hey, I think that's a little... Let me ask you this. Is there a reason why online retail is not for you? Is it because you need to try on the outfit to see the fit because you do have maybe a little odder dimensions? Is that the thinking?
Yeah, I've had pretty bad luck, buying from online retailers, getting the wrong size. It's easier to try in a fitting room, That's so I prefer going in person.
I would maybe recommend buying a couple shirts online, and when they show up and they're not right, I would just take them to get them fitted and have someone just kind of fit them a little bit better for you. I've done that before. It's not that much.
Emily, where's your head at? You got anything?
Yeah, no, I like that move. I think the bigger problem is that there's only one store that services big and tall. That's a problem in the neighborhood that you should speak to the store about.
There might not be that many big people.
Could be, yeah.
I mean, this is a demand. If there's not a big demand, you can't open up 9 big and talls for 2 big guys.
No, okay, fair. I just feel like I can't get away from thinking you gotta just go up to this guy and be like, I'm the new guy. I know it seems like I'm wearing this thing, but I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be the guy who's twinsing you. So can I do something? Put it on you and be like, is there something I can do to not, because I'm new?
Sometimes I'm kind of with Emily on this. Sometimes we try to help the guest with what they're saying, and other times we got to listen to their heart.
Wow.
So
on a very special, we're here to
So
help.
we're on your team, obviously. We're with you. But if I'm in the bar and we're drinking, at a certain point when I've had one too many drinks, and Gareth knows this, I got to get loud and call you out. And unfortunately, that's the moment. Chris, you're fucking dancing around the wrong thing, my guy. We can talk about online. You can talk about a defect shirt. You got to walk up to this guy and you got to say nicely, we can help you put it together. It can be a funny email. You got to say,
we could do it on the show.
You could potentially do it on the show, but you've got to say, Joe, I just started here. The last thing I want to do is step on those big toes of yours. But we're in a situation here. Plus size toes. But we're in a situation here, my big king. And that is, I'm looking like your little brother. So can we do a joke text in the morning where you take the photo of the shirt you wear and I'm the beta, you're the alpha, I'll change.
But Chris, just correct me if I'm wrong. The issue isn't just that there was one day where you wore the same shirt. It's that you have the same wardrobe.
Yes, but here's the thing. Yes. It just can't be the same day.
Yeah, but it's also the fact that people are going to be like,
agreed.
Whoa,
so
you guys
I don't
have
think
3 shirts.
Agreed, but I don't think there's a bigger fix here. You're in a town where there's
Plus
one
size
big and
fix.
tall.
I think online shopping, get it tailored.
But he doesn't want to. Do you want to go online and get it tailored, Chris?
I like I said, I prefer in shopping and network, and I don't mind getting new shirts. But
Jake's so behind you.
But the thing is, he obviously has a similar taste to me, and it's so that's the thing.
You guys potentially are best friends.
You guys should date. That's
You're
what I
best
was
friends.
thinking.
I think there's something in
This
here.
is like a stepbrothers moment.
Yes.
You guys are potentially I think maybe you want to maybe you need a little more time to feel settled in the environment before you can have this conversation.
No, I have an idea.
No. Okay.
Here's my pitch. Here's how we break the ice.
Okay.
I think we break the ice this way. Sometimes I think you got to run head on into traffic.
Here we go.
I think you go to the shop, you buy a shirt, you gift it to him.
I like that.
In the card, you say, Joe, excited to be working with you, sharing a cubicle. I've noticed we shop at the same place and we both have great style.
My fellow big-boned brother.
Exactly. And then you go, excited to get to know you further, friend. And you guys lean into the fact that you do that. So then every holiday as a gift, you guys buy each other a shirt. Then when you get to work, you can compliment each other. You get the shirt, you can get there and you can go looking good, Joe. And he goes, you're looking better, Chris. And now
this is going to be the greatest thing that ever happened to him.
This might be the beginning of an inside bit and a game, and that is, what do you get a coworker for a holiday for? We always know what we get each other, a gift certificate.
Yep.
To the same shop.
To Larry's large and in charge.
What do you think of that, Chris?
I think I'll have to think about approaching him directly. I feel if I was going to approach him directly, I might just be like, hey, why don't we work out a schedule? You wear that shirt on Mondays, I wear mine on Tuesdays, that kind of thing. But that might be a little too
That
presumptuous.
sounds aggressive.
I'll throw
That
another
sounds-
idea at you, which is there's probably another big and tall within a drive. I would take a Saturday. I would go out of town for it. Until you have time to do that, I would have in the car a backup shirt. And so that if you show up to work and you see that you guys are rocking the same outfit, you can go to the car, do a quick swap.
Real geek special.
But listen, we're pitching.
I agree.
Then I would take a Saturday and I would drive the 45 minutes to the big and tall in another part of the state of Hampshire.
Okay. I think a spare shirt is a good idea. I have thought about that. Might actually be a good idea for now. And if I can run in really quick and make sure no one else sees me, so that way I can run back out.
Yeah.
So here's
this is
go
ruining
ahead,
your
Emily.
life. But this
tough.
is you. I mean, I don't
It's
agree with you're running away from the problem if you're driving to another town for shirts, and if you've got a shirt in the backseat, you're running. Embrace it. I swear.
Yes.
Okay, I'll help. I'll talk to him.
Yes.
I'm a really great friend.
Okay, Chris. I mean, Emily's pitching herself as a fantastic friend, which I think is lovely. Would you have any interest in bringing Joe on the show and airing the grievance, for lack of a better term, here? It feels like a no.
No, probably. I'll be honest, probably not. If
How
I go
about
down the
this?
big,
I'll show up to your job and I'll take him out back and I'll let him know he needs to stop wearing such a variety of...
Gareth, he's a big guy. He'd whip your ass. Chris, here's where we're at.
I could have mace.
So,
I'll have bear mace.
We have some we have some pitches for you, and then you got to tell us what you're going to do here, because we can keep going in circles forever, but God bless it. We've got a defect shirt idea. Talk to the manager. Is that a misstep? Possibly. Am I proud of that pitch? No. 2, we've got go online and get it tailored. I think there is a win there.
And a sponsor.
And a potential sponsor. 3, go to the place and gift him a shirt and start the bond. I think Emily's leaning into that. Emily wants this union to become a friendship, and I think there's a world where that works. There's find another big and tall, even if it's a drive, and make the commute once a month or once every 3 months and fill up on shirts.
I have a last one when you're done.
And the last one is?
Try to get him fired.
So
there's only room for one biggin.
And so... Emily, do you have anything left before we ask Chris what he's going to do? Any last pitch?
No, I just think lean into not only the friendship, but the comedy of it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, you guys can bond on this. And that's my pitch. I'm with Jake on this. No, I'm the defect.
You're not on that. Agreed. So, Chris, where are you at, man? What are you going to do so we can wish you luck and send you on your way?
I'll say in the immediate moment, I think I'm gonna, at least for the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna stick with the spare shirt in the car option.
Okay.
But our holiday party is coming up in January, so you know what? That might be the perfect opportunity to give him a gift.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Maybe
Okay.
not only the perfect
That's
opportunity to give him a gift, but the perfect opportunity to bring it up to him. People are drinking, things are different. It might be the perfect time to just get to know him a little bit more.
But I got to say, a gift, especially open in front of others, is going to make everybody laugh, and it's going to feel really warm.
I like it.
So, Chris, I like what you're doing with the backup shirt for now. It's a nice, quiet fix, and I like the idea of using the holiday season to maybe connect you to it together so you can figure out that schedule if you're going to together.
Yeah.
Exactly, especially as I get to know him more, because, like I said, I just started a couple weeks, so we have to need some time to get to know each other.
I think that's exactly right.
Yeah.
It's slow.
You're right. It
and
might be
steady
creepy
and
if
smart.
you just. Yeah, it might be creepy if you just give a gift without an occasion for it. So I think
that's
it's a good idea to wait. Yeah.
Chris, we wish you the best. Emily, thank you for joining us. Will you stick around for one more with us?
Oh my God. Yeah.
You can call it Christmas.
Bye,
All right,
Chris.
we got to go.
Thank you, guys. All right.
Bye.
Love you, man.
Thank you.
See you,
All
buddy.
right, we love you. All right, Jake Johnson, Gil Buchanan, we're back. We're talking about Rocket Money. Jake, Rocket Money. You know what it's like. On your phone, you got a bunch of things you're paying for. You don't mean to be paying for them. You know what I'm talking about, Jake?
Yes.
Of course. You probably got some weird apps on there. People don't even know about some stuff that you probably don't want to share with people, and we're not going to make you. But what Rocket Money does is it finds these useless products, these useless apps, these things that you're paying for that you don't need to. It finds them, and it puts them in a rocket ship, and it blasts them out of your galaxy. I mean, I know for me personally, there were a number of things, a number of subscriptions that I was paying for that I was going, hey, Gil, what's going on? By the way, Alice is up my A little bit going, hey, Gil, we need more money for pot roast. We need more money for pot roast. I'm going, Alice, not now. Focus. There's a household budget, and I'm trying to make ends meet as much as I can. I'm getting off topic. You don't even need to say it, Jakey J. But Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and then helps lower your bills. Now, Jake, do you like high bills?
No.
I didn't think you did, buddy boy. Neither does Gilly Bean Buchanan. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has helped it save members. What? Gil, how about your tongue gets involved? Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has helped save its members an average of $720 a year, with over $500 million in canceled subscriptions. Now think about what I'm saying and stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/help. That's rocketmoney.com/help. rocketmoney.com/help. Jakey Johnson, Gil Buchanan, ones and twos, 68 and bowling.
Hi, welcome to the show. We're here to help.
Hi,
What's your first name?
Leslie,
Leslie? Where are you calling from, Leslie?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Michigan. And about how old are you, Leslie?
38.
38. You're on with
think.
Gareth, Jake Johnson, and Emily Hampshire. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise, Gareth.
All right, everybody. Emily, wow.
Make some noise, Gil Buchanan.
Oh, my God, Emily, I am shaking in my cheap boots.
Emily, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Leslie, what's the problemo today?
Well, I'm a paralegal. That's my profession, and I just got asked to speak at a paralegal convention. Interesting stuff. And I don't really speak in front of people often. I'm, more behind the scenes. That's why I didn't go to law school. I didn't want to get up in front of people. So I'm not nervous per se, but I do have like a little bit of jitters about like breaking the ice and, coming out with like kind of a cold open or like a joke to get things more comfortable in the room. And also like, it seems like a pretty stuffy event. So I kind of just want to make it more fun. And I just need some help coming up with some, I guess, more appropriate ideas because I'm pretty inappropriate.
You bring out another paralegal and you go, hey, look, a paralegal, paralegals. All right, everybody. Hey, it's me, Leslie.
So, Leslie, walk us through. I mean, by the way,
That's actually
I
really
hate
good.
to say it, but that is a great start.
It's a really
You
good
bring out
one.
you have two stand up and you go like that. Would you look at that? You got a paralegal. Okay.
Paralegals. All right, everybody.
And then-
Enjoy the bill.
Then you go, but I'm bump.
All right. Now, listen, I want to talk seriously. Leslie, a couple questions about the event. How many people are we expecting you'll be speaking in front of here?
Probably about 50.
Okay, 50. So a good room, but nothing crazy.
No.
How long do you have to speak for?
45 minutes.
Holy fuck, what a nightmare.
I know.
What are you going to speak about? I mean, keeping in mind we have simple Hollywood minds.
Yeah. What the hell is a paralegal?
Yeah, I didn't want to ask.
Neither.
I actually thought it was two lawyers.
I was going to say, you got to explain to our audience that doesn't understand what you do. And then it's
Here,
just
let's
like,
do it this way.
Yeah.
This is the safe way. Leslie, so we want to get into what the paralegal stuff. To anyone who's listening right now who maybe isn't familiar with what paralegals do, will you just give us a quick definition?
Can you
Yeah,
explain it to Emily?
Yeah, Emily seems a little confused. Jake and I are on board.
It's very basic. We basically assist the attorneys. So we
Assist the
do
attorney.
their work for them and they take all the credit, typically.
Ooh,
So
okay.
Wow.
we're doing like all the writing and the research and, coordinating everything. And then
Well, there's a good start, too. I mean, you could start by going like, for this speech, I actually decided to have one of you guys write it for me for a nice change of pace, considering we always write it for you.
That's funny.
But then you gave it to me, and it was very clear you have no idea what you're doing, so I'll just do it myself again.
I mean, that's pretty solid, too.
You should write this speech.
I think I might have found my calling.
Leslie,
what if I did it in a you outfit? I would love to. That's what let's Mrs. Doubtfire this.
so here's an idea, Leslie, going off. Are you making this, is it a room full of paralegals or is it a room full of lawyers?
All paralegals.
So here's a bit.
Question. Great answer.
Here's a bit I would consider doing. I would start with the pair of legals, and then I would go, you know what? We all know what we do is we do all the heavy lifting for lawyers. And so I decided to do this differently. I had a lawyer friend of mine write the beginning of my speech without any paralegal help. And then you go like this. Hi,
Perfect.
I like cheese.
So I decided I would take over.
Good.
Me like brown shirt. Me like money. Me have nice car. Then you go, you know what? Let's just do what paralegals do. I'm going to rewrite this for him. Not get any credit and deliver the speech to you guys.
Yes. I think
That sounds
that's
perfect.
good.
That
Good
is
icebreakery
great.
opens.
What do you think of something like that in the zone?
I like it because that's, a part of our profession is saying we do everything and lawyers taking all the credit for us. So I think that would go over really well. And
Emily, what are you
appropriate
thinking?
because-
Where are you at here, Emily?
I'm so impressed with both of you. Your advice, I think that's great advice. Also, because it gets you that kind of get out of jail free card with especially the bad writing of it. You can have AI write it too. You can have Chat GPT write
Oh, that's a great joke too. That could be fun.
Perfect.
What the lawyer wrote me was such drivel, so I decided to have Chat GPT do it for a second, and you can make a quick joke on that.
So, Leslie, we've actually kind of given you some pitches here. You start with a pair of legals joke. You have two stand up. Then you say, we understand what we all do here. We do the work for the lawyers, so we had the lawyers do it. You then read a very bad lawyer speech, and you go like, you know what? I'm going to actually have to have an actual paralegal myself rewrite this. And then you go, I mean, it's so bad, maybe ChatGPT could do it.
Yep.
You then read a really brief 2 lines from that, and then you go, okay, enough's enough. We all know, everybody in this room, we all do the work. So let's be done with the jokes and do what we do. Work really hard and get very underpaid for it.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you think of that as a start, Leslie?
I think that's perfect. Yeah, it's definitely
This was.
a lot better than
mean,
what
are
my
you-
friends have been pitching me. So
Are you going to do it? Do you want help with what the lawyer speech could be? Because we can help you put that together. Or you want to do that on your own?
Oh, I would take any help because I'm not a comedian here. So
Great. So let's start like this. Emily, anything at the top of your head? So we've got the paralegals bit. We've got the setup. She can do the setup of the lawyers don't do it. What could be the beginning? And we're all just pitching on it. We got to keep this brief. We don't want her in a spot where she's doing a bit for too long. But what could that lawyer, that bad lawyer speech be? Where are you at?
Well, first of all, what is the topic though that you're speaking on?
yeah, so at my firm we create like videos for our clients. So most of our clients have been catastrophically injured by medical malpractice or a vehicle accident. So
Let's walk away from this, huh,
Yeah,
guys?
we know where the jokes live and we know where they don't.
Yeah.
Let's go back to me like brown shirt, me like money, huh, Tim?
So I'm talking about how to create these videos. So they're basically like day in the life, and they show like the person and what the injuries have done to their life. So,
I would say I'm going to take this car and take it in the other direction. Let that
safe.
speech be, because there's going to be some seriousness there. That's what you really do for work. That's after the intro bit.
Yep.
But you're just asking these 3 clowns to help with the intro bit.
correct.
So Garth, how would you start the lawyer letter? So she goes,
All right.
lawyers wrote this without any help.
So I had the lawyers, I told them what this was about, and, knowing the limitations of a lawyer, I asked them to give me a hand, write something for me for a change. Here's what I've got so far. Lady, gentlemen, jury, me need money for my client. Hurry, then I make money. So much money. That's what me want. Bagel's good.
Me
Me
like golf.
sleepy now. How much longer? Oh no. And then I just said, all right, fuck it, I'll do it.
So I think there's something in about that pace, in that kind of zone. What do you think of that? And teasing the fact that they make all this money, teasing the fact that they don't do a lot of work. What did you think of that pitch? Go ahead, Emily.
I love it.
Is it too far to get into the injury of it? Because those kind of lawyers aren't they like, you stay injured, you be more injured? No.
Leslie, take over.
I can help
is there
you get
truth in
fired.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
There's some truth to that, but not in, I would say the attorney I work for is not like that, but I know others are like that.
Well,
Emily's
we don't
not
want to get you
buying this.
fired.
Yeah.
But we want to.
Again.
But you find the line.
But
That's
again,
part
hold
of it.
on. Emily, I love you.
Jake.
But I'm taking the wheel away from you. We are not talking about the lawyers want people hurt and staying hurt. We're keeping this light. We're looking for Leslie to have a nice win, not bring down the industry.
Fair. And I do feel like some of the comedy will be natural are you going to show videos of
Okay, that's helpful.
But this is after the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes.
that's the whole speech. Yeah.
Yeah, so your speech should not be a
roast.
A roast. And it should not be Rodney Dangerfield up there for 40 minutes, Leslie, because you're a paralegal. So
I'll tell you,
what we need,
Indiana Jones with a whip. Hey, you hit me in the eye. I got whiplashes. Come on,
what
everybody.
we need from you and what you need from us is just the setup.
Yeah.
Once you got the
and
big
the closer,
laughs,
maybe.
do you want a closer?
I think that would probably leave a good impression.
Bring it home.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you could bring it on home with a sort of, so like any good lawyer, let me put it this way. In closing, we do everything. They're nothing without us. And that's why they can't be in the room. And when it comes to being uncredited for most of the work we do, we, the paralegals, find ourselves guilty. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.
I've got an alternative ending. You could say, in closing, I'd like to read something that a mentor of mine, a lawyer when I first started, wrote to me and gave to me on my first day of work. And he goes, and it means a lot to me, and I think it's going to mean a lot to you. And then go, me hungry, jury closed.
Yeah. That's good.
Right?
I like that too.
You end on the bit you set up,
really
but you deliver it at the beginning.
I actually
really
thought
sincerely.
it was pretty prophetic, so I wanted to share it because it's something I've had on my wall for a while because it helps me get through every day. Me lawyer, the money good for a house. I bought one. Yeah. All right, everybody, thanks a bunch.
But then you go, you take a pause, you get a laugh, and then you go. So I obviously did what we do, and I rewrote it, and I said, we as lawyers want to help people so much. That's why we got into this. All the best, everybody.
What you could do also is you could go, now look, we know we do all the work. We know we have that bond, and we know deep down we would do anything to be in the position where people were working for us instead of doing all the work. We all want to be lawyers, but here we are, something like that. What do you think
of an ending like that to tie it back to the start?
Oh, definitely. I like that. I like that direction a lot.
Leslie, I
feel like we're your paralegals.
Yeah. I
I
gotta say.
Wait a minute, this is bullshit.
I think we've helped a lot on this one. I think it's a win. Let's get out on top.
Yeah, I don't want to keep. Yep.
Oh, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
What's your question?
Well, but it's not helping her. It's that I would really just love to know, how do you make those videos? Do you is it like you spy on the person? Like, how do you make
I think
videos?
that's really interesting for another show. Emily, thank you so much.
Good morning. My name is Leslie. I'm coming from you on a recording. Unfortunately, I'm unable to be there in person with you. I thought, I wanted to start with an icebreaker to get the room kind of loose and, laughing a little bit. And I just thought I'd share with you what I actually ended up doing, which is writing into a podcast called We're Here to Help. So I wrote in asking if they could help me come up with kind of an icebreaker for this. Obviously, what they came up with was something that would need need to be done in person. I don't think it would really translate in this recording. I wrote in, and then I got super nervous about having to talk to 3 comedians. So I can highly recommend to not write into a podcast because you'll probably get more nervous about that than a presentation.
That was a HeadGum podcast.